Hello, hello. We got a couple people here. Somebody sound off and tell me if you can hear me. I'm sure you can. I'm sitting at my computer with my headphones on. We're going to do something different today. We're gonna watch some straight pool. Usually I do a daily 50 where hey, little Chris, how you doing? Hey, you might like this. Usually I do a daily 50 where I just play pool and I play 5 innings. That's my daily 50. But today we're hijacking that. I'm not doing that today. Audio is fine. Very good. Thank you, Dale. And I've got my headphones on because I want to play a recorded video. You're looking at it right there. You're looking at it on the screen. Last night I did a daily 50 session number 2. But I broke my rules and I played for like 3 hours because I was very frustrated. And I've been frustrated many times before. and I did not run 50 balls. And so that's, I know a lot of you might be saying, oh, boo-hoo, you didn't run 50 balls. Too bad for you. You'd be happy to run 15 or 10 or something or whatever your goal is. And so I want to apologize for that, but I'm trying to do something better here. I'm trying to, at 62 years old, I'm trying to play better than I ever have, and I'm trying to figure it out. Is it possible? I don't know. Maybe it's not. I think it is. I do have moments when I do play really good. When I would say I try not to brag or anything, but I feel like I have moments where I play pro level, and I've run over 124 times. Last week I ran 70 one day and I ran 80 some the next day. And I was sitting there thinking about this, and I've got my whatever. Last night after the 3-hour session, I was thinking about it. And I instead of going to bed, I played pool again. And I was like, come on, what is the difference? What is going on? Why can't I play consistently? Because during last night's thing, I was complaining about the rack a lot. I can't get the balls open, blah, blah, blah. Woe is me again. Talking about the speed of my table and how tough it plays compared to a faster cloth, blah, blah, blah. But how many 100 ball runs have I made on this exact table with the cloth just like this and with the rack just like this? And I went back and was looking at the video again and thinking about how I feel when I play. And I know that I'm not doing everything I need to do. And so last night, instead of going to bed, I started playing again. And I had, let's see, I tracked my data. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 7 innings where I only got into the second rack twice. But I was paying attention to what I was doing. And it's the same old thing I've said a million times. For me, it's my fundamentals. They're new to me, but I've been working on my fundamentals for 3 years. But I've been done inventing and changing my fundamentals for months, for 6 months. I'm just trying to do what I know is the right thing for me to do. And I have to admit that I'm not as diligent as I can be, and even though I try. And I've talked about this before. I know that we see the pros play, and they seem to play so well and so consistently. And you ask yourself, how do they do that? Well, natural talent, people say, and stuff like that. And it's not true. When you watch the pros play really well, they play consistently. How do they do it? The answer is they work hard on every shot. Watch Shane when he shoots a routine shot. He's got to draw the ball, cut a ball in the corner and go to the rail and draw back down for the 9. It doesn't take him 20 seconds to shoot that shot. It takes him a minute and a half. He takes his time. He chalks his cue carefully. He sights the shot. He stands up behind it. He's putting in the work. And I have to admit that if I want to play to the level that I think I can, I need to work harder. And I feel like I've been working hard, but I think I need to work harder. So last night I played till like 3 a.m. again, and I recorded it. And like I said, I had seven innings where I didn't get into the second rack, but I was paying attention to my fundamentals and how well am I executing them. So I wasn't really paying attention to that. But when I think I finally got there, I ran 42 balls and then I ran 84 balls back to back. And the 42 ball run, I at the end of the 42 ball run, I failed to get on my break shot. And rather than try something crazy, I set it back up and shot it again. And I got on the break shot the second time and then ran 84. So had I gotten on the break shot the first time, that would have been a run of 126. So I thought it might be educational today to watch that video. I'm going to hit play right now. And I've got my speakers, I've got my headphones on so I can hear the audio on here. Let's see if I can hear it. There we go. And this is the first shot. I missed that shot and set it up. So this is the first shot of a 42 ball run, or 41 because I missed after the break shot. But this is ridiculous. The pack of balls in the center of the table. Yeah, here I'm complaining about the rack again. But I thought this one might be fun. So I'm looking at the chat. I've got the chat on my screen number 2, and I've got the video in front of me, and I've got my pen so I can draw on the screen, and I'm hearing the pool sounds. Like the same as you are. Tell me if you're not hearing the pool sounds. I think you are. So we can talk. We can chat about whatever you want. But I want to talk. I'm just going to play these 2 runs. So that was a reckless shot. I was just going 2 rails out of the corner to try and open up the ball some. And I got a shot on this 11 in the corner. And I think I'm going to hit this one hard too and draw the cue ball out and around for the 15 in the side maybe. I'm trying it. And when you watch me play, yeah, nice stroke. When you watch me play, it might not look any different to someone who's just a casual observer of pool. But I am literally trying. Yeah, it doesn't look any different. I'm really trying to settle in to my stance and ensure that my eyes return to the cue ball before I do my cue delivery, and pause for 2 seconds and check the angles. I'm just trying, and look how much slower I'm moving. I'm trying to play more like a pro, like what I envision a pro plays. And I'm not always successful, but I'm trying to put in more effort and have a slower backstroke more consistently, etc. That's what I'm trying to do. And I ran 42 and then ran 100 and ran 84. So I'll talk about what I'm doing during these runs, and I think you guys like that. So right there, I was trying to move. I wanted to move the 3 because it's no good at all as a key ball. It's the 3 ball. Let me see if my pen's working. The 3, yeah, it's working. The 3 ball was right here, which is too close to the break ball. The break ball is the 10, or I could break with the 14, and I'm not sure which I'm doing here. And I need to go up and get this stripe that's up on the head rail. So how am I going to do that? But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, with that shot, what I was attempting to do was miss the 3 and stay below the shot line to the 13 so I can go up. I wanted to come up here to get this stripe. But I hit the 3, but I still have a shot on the 13. So I'm going up to get the 12. And the reason why I'm using this 15 as the key ball. So the 3 leads to this 15 into the side pocket as a key ball, right? So now I've got a difficult shot because I'm cutting this pretty thin and I'm putting a lot of left spin just to kind of float it this direction. So like I said, you probably can't tell a lot. I'm trying to stay down more. I'm talking about all these things that I need to do. I've been talking about them for weeks. And I just feel like I need to put in more. Now, that shot was lazy. Did you see? There was no pause at the cue ball before the final delivery. And that's the biggest symptom of a lazy shot. So now instead of being straight in, I got to follow to the head rail. And I'm trying to spin down around the side pocket. That's, if you just roll that ball, the cue ball is going to go through the object ball and float forward, but it might float up to about here. But if you stroke it with more speed, the cue ball is going to follow the tangent line in this direction, and then I've got spin to bring it over. Actually, I spun it down and bounced off the point. But anyway, you get the point. So ask me questions, make comments. I'm looking at the chat right now. Nobody's saying anything. So now, right now I have a new attitude. I'm going to hit him hard. I'm committing to hitting the break shot very hard on my table. That was pretty hard, but not out of control. And so I'm trying to make a deliberate effort now to use my feet, walk around. I've got a shot on this 14. The 3 ball is too difficult, but I'm shooting the 8 because these are tied up. And I have balls that go into this pocket or the 5. So I'm trying to nudge these with control. Cue ball is going to hit the 6 and the 1, and I want it to come free, and hopefully I'll have a shot. So in other words, I'm not playing this recklessly. There we go. Beautiful. So that you see John Schmidt and Mike Siegel and other guys do that type of thing a lot. Yeah, when I fail to pause, it could indicate tiredness. And when you're playing let's say here I'm trying to nudge the 6 gently, so I have a shot on the 6 next, just like that. You're right, Dale, and I'll tell you what. There's going to be times when you're playing in a tournament and you try to rest between matches and you don't get enough rest and you got to play a match tired. You just have to find a way to do it. You know what your shot routine is. Okay, you're tired. Acknowledge that you're tired. And then take your time and do your shot routine the same anyway. You got to give yourself the best chance. And you can't let being tired become an excuse. Because maybe your opponent's tired too. You don't know. Okay. Anyway, I've got 2 break balls. I think I'm going to shoot this one off right now and commit probably to the 14. But that means I need to come over here to get the 12 in such a fashion that I don't disturb my break ball. Also, the 2 ball is in no man's land. It does not have a connecting K2, so I don't like it. So I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but these balls are a little bit clustered, so I need to clear them, or at least clear a couple of them so the others are more open. Okay, now I've already decided that both of these balls go here. So I'm getting a very shallow angle on the 11, and this is a spin forward. Use a lot of left English to clear the 4, hit this rail, and then the spin will bring it up. I'll have a shot on either of these, and I'd like to have a shot on the higher ball, because then I can just float forward and I don't have to shoot the 4 and try and go back up for the other one. This is something straight pool players do a lot too, which is play short side position. You have a smaller margin of error to work with when you're playing position, but you have to do it with confidence anyway, because it's the right shot. Okay, so I am shooting the 4 ball anyway. Oh, and I'm going to play short side on the 4 ball as well. Okay, knowing that I'm going to hit it well enough that I do not hook myself behind the 12, and then I get an angle. I'm going to probably come out here because both of these balls, so I have a shot on the 13 or the 2. So this isn't ideal. I think what I'm going to do now is try to get straight in on the 2 ball over in the left side, because a stop shot on that 2 gives me an angle on the 12 to bounce out for the break shot. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I look any different to you guys. I'm trying to play at a steadier pace. I'm trying to put in more work on each shot, although not to the extent that I tired myself out. But you notice I sighted where I needed the angle on the 12. So rather than a stop shot, I had to roll forward a little bit. Now I'm taking more time to really visualize. So I don't want to just stop here. You know, I want to get the cue ball out here. Oh, and I didn't go to the rail, but I got the parallel line is what I'm saying. I changed. I changed to the 12, which is fine. Do you only runs on straight to improve your game, or also run drills? Do you only run runs on straight? Oh, I run drills all the time. My favorites are the Open Rack Challenge and Equal Offense, and you can watch me play those on my YouTube channel as well. But I also do the L drill, straight in my DX drill. I do the yo-yo drill, different variations of that. I do a variety of things. You need to change things up. So if you're shooting some straight shot drills, that's fine, and they're very good for your fundamentals. But then you got to mix up some drills where you're cutting shots as well. You don't want to get comfortable with a drill that's the one that you do all the time, because then you'll get narrowed into that. You've got to address a variety of different aspects of shooting. So this one right here is just 2 rails over here. I'm trying to get straight in on the 14, because I will shoot that if I do, but I know if I don't, I'm going to have the 4 ball. Okay. Now this isn't a great rack. There are no brick balls. These 2 balls are a little kind of tied up, and the 3 balls blocking the 1. So what in the world are you going to do? So I noticed that once these are cleared, the 2 ball goes and the 5 ball goes from this side of the rack. I think it's reckless to shoot the 4 and try and run into this cluster. So what I decide is to draw into the 8-6. I'm going to probably solve that and get a shot on this 3, which is a blocker ball. And that doesn't quite work out, but luckily I have a combination on the 6-3, so I'm going to continue from there. I could shoot the 8 in the side and the 14, but because I have so many clustered balls in the rack area, I want to leave some soldiers alive elsewhere on the table in case I need them. So I think I'm just bumping the 1 ball over to shoot the 1 next. I hit it hard enough so that I might get a shot on the 6. So I've got a shot on the 1, the 6, and the 2. I don't think I have a shot on the 5. I didn't record with my overhead camera. So this looks like I'm running into them, and I'm going to preserve a shot on the 6. So that was a little bit better stroke, a little bit slower backstroke. And so vast improvement, right? Now I have a break ball. I don't know if I'll be able to preserve it, but it's there. And now the 5 ball goes. If I can get a shot here, I'll be able to nudge those, but I want to do it with insurance. The only insurance over here is the 6. So I've got to shoot the 6, and I think I'm deciding to run into these balls. In this situation, I've got to take a bit of a chance. Hopefully I don't bump my break ball. I'm trying to run into the 5. Okay, so that's terrible. But I got lucky to get a shot on the 13 in the side. So I'm a little bit upset because I was trying to hit the 5. And like I say, I'm working harder. I'm trying to be more responsible for my choices and where the cue ball goes. So I'm fortunate to have a shot on the 13 and draw back and get on the 5. Now the rack is solved. There's no more problems. What's the key ball? The key ball could be the 1, and you go 2 rails out. The key ball could be the 14, and you cut the 14 in the corner and come bounce out over here. I don't remember what I do. What should I do? What do you guys think? I'm getting the 8 and the 14 now. In other words, I've decided to use those to set up for the 5, and then I'm going to get the cue ball in here so that I can use the 1 as a key ball. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So I hit the shot I just shot, I hit real well to get good on that 14. Now I think I want to get real close to straight in on the 5. This is touchy because you don't have a lot of room to get a shot on the 9 to turn around and get a shot on the 1. Oh, okay. So I'm going to the 1. I'm not sure if that's what I wanted or not. Now, in the past, I might try to draw the cue ball back this way for the 5, but you end up low on the 5, and then you can't get to the 13. So once again, I think I'm playing short side position over here. Yeah. So that shot has a danger of coming too far and hooking yourself behind the 15. But straight pool players, this is the shot that I screw up after this 5. Straight pool players decide that they're good at playing short side position, and they're not gonna hook themselves. When you approach it with a positive attitude, then you get there. This shot I mess up. Let's see how slowly I go with my backstroke and see how long my pause is. Okay, the backstroke was quick. I had a pretty good pause, but then I just pulled the cue back really fast and delivered.
On that shot.
And so here I could try something dumb like, carom the 15 off the corner of the rack.
I feel that I wasn't doing it right.
You hear me? I said I feel like I wasn't doing it right. I told you I'm trying to pay very close attention to my fundamentals. I need them to be solid. I need them to be consistent, and I need to work harder. So I still had a pretty fast backstroke there.
Still too thin, but
and I say that I'm still too thin on the break shot. Okay, so that's one run, and now I'm starting over from here. This is the 84 ball run. As you can see, I've been playing for a while, and I took my hoodie off because I was getting warm. But this is an 84 ball run starting right here. I just wanted to show these instead of the normal Dilly 50. See, I'm paying attention to my fundamentals. See that? I'm looked at my hand. I'm trying to play at a better pace and where I can be more deliberate with everything I'm doing. So now this one, there's no position. This is a rebreak with a forceful follow stroke. Okay. So a little fortunate that I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. I missed this shot.
14.
Okay. So this is not the beginning of the 84 ball run. I thought I edited this out, but that's fine. I'll show it to you. So not enough lining up this shot, and I missed badly. Now,
didn't hit the 9 either.
Oh, and I said I was trying to hit the 9 because the 9 and that stripe were a little bit tied up. So if I can nudge those, I'll have a shot on the 5. the 13 in the side, or the 8. And okay, so I'm going to miss again. Why am I missing? I never stood behind the ball and looked at it.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you do know what to do. I figured it
I
out.
feel like getting in it
Let me go forward. Oh wait.
fully every time. Slow.
Yeah.
Probably around 28.
I'm crying like a baby right there a little
Let
bit.
alone 100.
I think this is the beginning of the 84 ball run. I'm telling myself in my mind right now, stop complaining and put in the work and be a professional. I'm not saying I'm a pro player. I'm just saying approach what you're doing with a professional attitude. That's what I'm telling myself right now. And this is the beginning of an 84 ball run. Tell me if you notice anything different, especially from now on. This is about an hour or more into playing. I told you I missed a whole bunch, and then I had the 42, and then a couple misses, and now I'm starting to play well. Right now, I'm trying to bump the one ball, so I just have to clip the edge of it to knock it straight across to make a break ball. My focus now is on making a break ball because the balls are so open. Now, just like that other rack, I've got these two balls are clustered, and I've got to get a shot on the 6 in this window. That's what I'm playing position for right now. So a little bit more effort, a little more care getting down into the shot. That was position on the 6. Now, if I remember correctly, I understroke this. I need to stroke this well. I need to get through the ball, but with a soft stroke to draw the cue ball out of there. And instead, see, I'm not happy. So I'm going to tell myself,
Slow it down.
slow down,
Full pause, slow backstroke.
right?
Damn it, Pop.
Oh. I'm pretty mad at myself. Okay, so now I shot that softly to stay below the shot line for the 13, so I can go here and open these balls and probably have a shot on the 5 next. Once that's done, like that, and I pretty much accomplished that. So now I need to have an end pattern to get on the 1 ball. And it looks to me like 8-2 should end the rack, right? So I'm drawing the cue ball out to get on the 11 on the side because I need to have access to the 14 later. Now, because I didn't come far enough, I decide to use the balls down table as the key balls, as the end of the end pattern. So this is just positioned on the 8, and I'll go 8-2 from here. The 2 naturally leads to the 14. But I don't recall how I finished this. Oh, yeah, the 1 ball's the break shot. And I'm looking at it. I think I might just decide to shoot the 8-2 14 and come over and get on the 10 in the corner. And then I can either bounce out or roll forward to get on this 12. Let's see what oh no, I'm shooting it now. I forgot what I did. Oh. Okay, I'm going 10, 12, 8. I am sticking with 8-2 to end the rack. I forgot about that. So I wanted to get below the shot line to the 12 so I can just go this way, no rails, get up on that 8. I have a slight angle, but it's enough. So that was a slower backstroke. I'd still like it to be slower than that. I did not get a good angle on this 8, but I don't care. I'm going to execute and get it there. Now let's see if I walk over and look where I want the cue ball to be. I don't. So I don't like that. I should be walking over to the head of the table from here and looking this direction. And it's not because I don't know where I want the cue ball. It's because when you do that, it informs your subconscious what you want to do. That's happening with your speed control. Is you're telling your subconscious, this is what I want. And then your subconscious knows how to execute the shot. Okay, I'll hit it that hard then. That's why you do it. this is a straight high ball. The cue ball is going to hit the top of the rack and probably curve to the side rail and back, I think. Let's watch how slow the backstroke is. Not bad. That's pretty good. And that's the expected behavior. You can't expect anything better from a break shot. I don't care what the table or the cloth is or the rack. 4 balls in the rack area, the other one spread on both sides of the rack. And I'm telling that to myself in my mind, too, to stay positive. So I'm trying to get down. I wanted the cue ball on the rail so that I could go up into these balls, and then I've got the 9 ball this direction. So I don't think I came low enough, but I think I might decide to do this after all. Yeah, I'm yawning because it's like 2 a.m. And I'm thinking, okay, if I don't stun the cue ball into the 2 ball, what am I going to do instead? And is it better? And I think I decide no. Focus on center pocket and stun that cue ball up there anyway. Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot. I decided to draw back for the 3 because that I could do. Now, the 13-4 are tied up. So I'm just going to tap the 13 out of there. I'll have a shot on the 4 or the 9 or the 13. This is something that I need to do more of. And it's gently nudging balls. John Schmidt does it a lot. Mike Siegel does it a lot. It's a skill. It's a straight pool skill, nudging balls with control to play position with the cue ball so you know where you're not just bumping randomly. You know exactly where the cue ball and the object ball are going. I think right now I'm trying to go around the 6. The 2 ball goes in this pocket, or I can use this. Oh, yeah, so I don't get there. Not good. Okay, so I've got a potential break ball here, but I still haven't dealt with this cluster in the middle. So I'm not thinking about an end pattern yet. And I don't remember what I do. What should I do? I like the fact that I'm going to go walk around and look. I remember what I do. This is awesome. What I do here is I decide, I think this is the rack. Maybe not. I'm wondering if I decide to shoot a stop shot, sacrifice the 14 to nudge these, to hit these balls and knock a break shot in the open on the other side of the rack. I don't recall if this is that rack or a different one. Good slow backstroke on that one. I like that. Okay, so it's not what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm playing the 4. Now, I could do a stop shot on the 4, shoot the 13, and run into him. That's risky, but there's 4 balls, and they're loose. So with just a little bit of speed, I should be okay. But I like that I'm looking at I'm considering right now getting the cue ball over here to use the 6 to set up for the 2. Once the 2's gone, the 8 goes this way. Once the 8's gone, the 11 goes this way. That's literally what I'm thinking about right now. You can pick them apart or you can bump them. So you make that decision. Well, I've just made my decision. I'm going to bump them. But that's part of putting in the work. You decide which way do I want to go. It's a risk assessment. Now, I don't have to get a shot here, but try and hit the 8 ball full. Well, I hit the 2. Not entirely happy with that. But I have a shot on the 13, and it's shallow on the 11 in the side, but it's shallow enough that I can just do this with the cue ball, and then I'll have that. Oh, I have a shot on the 14. Never mind. Never mind. I'm going to use the 8 or the 11 as the break ball. Wow, why would I run into... Okay, I'm running into that because both of these balls go in this pocket, or I'd have a shot on the 2 up there. That's why I ran into the 6. Now I have to have a specific end pattern. I remember this. I don't want to shoot the 11 because what I want is to shoot the 12 next. Because the 2, you can roll forward from the 2 and get straight in on the 7 here. That's my end. 2-7 ends the rack. I'm going to roll forward and get this angle on the 8 for the break shot. And I initially didn't want to shoot the 11 because this is really tight quarters. It's not a stop shot. You want to stun it just a little bit. And I'd say to myself, I remind myself, no, you're setting a higher standard and you're working harder, you're going to do it. You're going to shoot the 11 and you're going to get the right angle. So I took more time down on the shot to make sure that I don't just randomly shoot a stop shot, but that I stun it just right so they have this angle to come back for the 6. Now I'm putting in the work. I'm walking over and looking. I want to be either straight or just to this side of the 2 so that I can go to the rail and out and control the cue ball really precisely for the 7 in the side. Okay. I have a very slight angle. Okay, so that point is straight in. That means I want to hit the rail halfway between the pocket and that point. So rather than just rolling this, I'm stunning it forward a little bit to hit the rail and come off so that I'm off the rail. See that? Now that's care that I don't always take, but I'm doing it. I'm trying to set a higher standard, and that's what I mean. Now I should have gone and looked. I should have stood over here and looked again. Now, look, I got the perfect angle on the 8 ball. So is that true? Yes, it's true. It's the same thing as staying down on your shot. You don't just stay down on your shot when it's necessary. You build in the habit so that you stay down on every shot so you never have to think about it. It's the same thing. I need to start making that a habit in that fashion. This is a stun. You can tell I'm hitting below center. I don't want the cue ball up table, I don't think. No. Stun to the side rail. That's what that was. Now, the only shot I have is the 4-3 combination. This is meant, putting in work is mental work as well. I'm not saying to myself, oh, I'm terrible at combinations. I hate combinations. Woe is me. I said to myself, literally here, I am going to make this combination. I'm going to put in the work to make it. And I think I get up off this again. Watch. Yep. I can't feel it. So I got it now. Okay. How many times have I complained about combinations in my live streams? I'm not going to do that anymore. They're hard shots. You don't have to make them. But be positive and decide that you want to make them. I don't think that this cluster is much of a problem. I'm going to deal with it. This is a big problem, so I want to deal with it right now. I'm putting in loads of left spin. I want to hit the 1. I know I'm going to get a shot on this ball back this way and hopefully something this way, which of course is what I'm going to shoot. Now, the 13 is open here, and this combination is also workable right now. So this is a shot on the 4. And I don't want to get on the rail, but I want to get kind of parallel to the 1 so I can go to the rail here and come out here. And once again, I'm putting in more work. I'm telling myself, don't just get good enough. Make a decision and get exactly there. So I'm going to stand, look. I'm going to go look. I love this. Good job. Right there. Okay? You have to decide, no, it's not just going to be good enough. I want to get exactly right here. Once again, you're informing your subconscious, this is what I want. And if you take the time on your shot routine, your subconscious knows how hard to hit it to make that happen, and it'll happen. Now, I'm not sure if I bump the 6. I might bump the 6 because I might want to try and make another break ball over here, and I will have the 15. So it's kind of low risk in that sense. I don't remember what I do. I don't have to do that. I could do something else. Because you can shoot the 13, shoot something else, clear the 5, come around, shoot the 12. I don't know. I'm not sure what I do. I'm bumping it. No, I'm not bumping it. Okay. I like the fact that I didn't bump that. I'm shooting with, I've got a plan with more control. And I'm going to go look at my angle again because I was standing over here and I said, okay, I might shoot the 5 next. Well, go look, put in the work. And I also noted that just now you saw me glance. I got to go up and get this 9 ball. When am I going to do that? Okay, I'm taking more time. I want a more specific pattern than what I usually plan for. I don't remember what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm definitely. So I'm looking at, stop shot in the 15, and I'm looking at coming around this ball because you don't want to hit this ball, and I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, I didn't have a stop shot, but it went to the rail. So this is a touchy shot to come around that ball with some control. You don't want to run into it. See, once the 5 ball's gone, you can play position on the 12, and if you play it right, then you'll have a good angle to get position on the 6, and then you'll have a shot on the 2 back the other way. But the key is if you have to get good position. Okay, I ran into it. I didn't want to do that, but I'm not going to. That's actually made the 10 into a break ball now, if I wanted to. So now, okay. So now I just looked at using the 11 to get on the 12. Either of these can be break balls, but once this is dealt with, I got to figure out what I'm doing with the 9. The 9 could end up being a key ball. So now I have that angle. And I think here I decide to bump the 14 over here, because then the 14 can become a key ball. And it's low risk. I know I'm going to have a shot on the 6 or the 2. Nope, I didn't do that. Never mind. It must have been a different rack that I was thinking of. I think I just draw to get below the 2 ball. I want to get, when I say below, I mean below the shot line to the 2. Then my cue ball goes this way. So I can either play position for the 14 or the 9, then the 14. But I like the fact that I'm taking a look at it and making a more firm decision. Looks like I have to stun to the other side. Yeah, I do. Once again, I normally don't like doing that because you can hit it wrong. But I literally had to tell myself, no, you're a professional. You're going to hit it correctly. That's what you have to do. So now this is just to get an angle on the 14, like that. I got the wrong. I would have preferred the other angle. Now I have to follow to the rail and use just the right amount of spin to get my cue ball up here and preserve an angle on the 9. Because I want to go to the rail and then come over here. Once again, firm decision. And just make sure you get it right. That's what I'm doing. In addition, I'm trying to be very deliberate. It probably doesn't look any different. Trust me. I'm trying to be very deliberate, getting into my stance, making sure my weight is shifted properly. See what I just did? My weight was not shifted properly, and I took the time to get it right. In the past, I would not have done that. I would have just shot from where I was, and I might have missed, because that's all it takes to miss. How many racks is that? 1 or 2? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. That might have been the 3rd rack. I've lost track. Nobody's talking. Ask questions. Tell me whether or not you like what I'm doing here. What I'm saying. Is it helpful? You like it? This looks like straight high ball. Cue ball's going to hit the 11, I would think. The stripe, the 2nd ball, and then go to the bottom rail. Yep, just like that. Ooh, and I had inside English. Now, this works out a lot. I shoot that a lot from the other side because you're always going to have balls here near the corner pocket opposite of your break ball. So you go to the bottom rail and hit the rack, your cue ball is going to stick there and you have a shot here. That's the theory. Doesn't always work out, but it works out a lot. Now, I remember this because I have a combination. I don't want to pocket both balls. I want the 13 to hang there because I want to have it there for later. Okay? Now, obviously, I've got potential break balls on both sides of the rack, but I need to deal with this safely. I don't remember how I do that. I might run into the 7 right now, which isn't that great. Yeah, I do. See, I don't like that much because you're just reclustering the balls in a new area. I don't like
15.
that all that well. Now I have an opportunity, though. And this is why I like leaving that 13. Makes this 7 ball so much easier. But I want to clip the 2. I want to nudge the 2 this way, my cue ball go this way just a little bit. Soft draw stroke with a lot of angle, a lot of inside English. Oh, I was going into the 12. Never mind. But I knew I was going to have a shot in this direction or this combination or the 5 because I didn't know whether the 7 was going to hang there or not. So now I've got to... So once the 7 is gone, the 15 does go in this pocket. I've noticed that. Or I could set up right now for the 15-7. I think that's what I do. Yeah, so I looked at the angle. Notice I'm not looking at the other balls. They're all open. Deal with your problems immediately. Now, 15-7 combo is real easy. I don't know what I play next. Okay, I drew back because I've got lots of options for there. It looks to me like we've got a key ball leading to one of these as a break ball. Now, taking more time here. This is interesting because I don't have a great way to set up for these as a key ball. I got a ball on the bottom rail. I don't remember what my pattern is. I like this because I can try and figure out what... I can see what I'm seeing right here and see if that's what I do. You know what? I think I remember now. I'm playing the 14 in the corner as my K2 so I can get dead straight on the 12 and roll over here for the 5 as my break ball. That's what I'm doing. So I need to leave these balls to be able to set up for the 14. That's the reason why I'm removing these balls and this. Now I have an opportunity. I have 3 balls that I can play to get perfect on the 14. That's the reason why I chose this route. So now I'm drawing this 2 rails. There's kind of a circle of balls, right? I talk about this in my book. Get inside the circle, and you're going to have a route to get there. So now it's stop shot. Stop shot on the 1, 6, 2, draw back a hair. You're on the 14. You see that? No rails. Now just a slight. I'm going to go look at my angle. Right there, I'm looking at it. I'm going to get straight in on the 2. Now I'm sure I go look at my angle for the 14. Yep, because I want to be dead straight right there. I'll leave my yellow line up right there. Now, if I don't want to come too far, if I don't get straight, I want to be on this side of the line. How's that for perfect? Now I'm not dead straight, but I can stun it a hair so we get straight on this 12 or a stick shot. I think I stun it a hair. But the cue ball can slide to the left now. It's okay. Like that, see? Ooh. So that was a little bit of laziness. I bet I had a quick backstroke there. That ball should have gone in center pocket. So that's a wake-up call to myself. Trying to be diligent with my fundamentals. Parallel angle. Parallel angle means you have an inside angle, really, because if the cue ball and the break ball are parallel, that means the ghost ball is inside. So it's actually a slight cut angle. This is going to be a straight high ball, cue ball going to the 8, go to the bottom rail. Oh, let's see if I use any right English. I bet I use some right English as well. It's going to pick up right English anyway from contact, but let's see. Yep. See how the cue ball went to the right? That keeps it from going up table and scratching up here the way Jason Shaw did. Now, look at this. 4 balls in the rack, open balls all around. You got to say to and on top of that, break ball with a key ball, break ball with kind of sort of a good key ball. You got to say to yourself, I'm clearing this table. Once these balls are cleared, The 3 ball goes there. That's what you got to look at. You're making a decision. Do I need to just run into balls, or can I play them where I needed to run into those. I needed to run into those. I thought I had a shot on 13, but I didn't. So I was trying to hit the 10, and I failed. But the combination is now easy. So roll forward, and I think I want to be able to shoot the combination and come out here for the 1. Because after the combination, the 10 is going this way. The pocket's going to be open for the 3. I think that's what I'm thinking about. If so, I might shoot 1 8. 8 ball sets up for the 3, possibly. Let's see. Nope, I hit that harder than that. Oh, I remember now. I was playing for that ball on the side. Believe it or not. I think that was kind of reckless, but that's what I was doing. I do have a shot on the 1 and the 2, or the 8. So if I didn't land on the 12, I would have something. But I think I'm playing for this. Oh, wait, the 10 didn't get out of the way, so that's not going to work. Going 8-3 doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going down to get the 10 out of there. Ooh, came a little bit too far. This is a really thin cut. And I'm going 4 rails. I remember this now. 4 rails to center table. Oh, no, I'm not. That must have been a different rack. Yeah, I was playing for the 8. 'Cause I've had that 8-3 on my mind since the beginning. Now, do you want to be low on the 3 to bump? My mouse isn't working. Come on, mouse. Do you want to be low on the 3 to bump these balls, or do you want to be high on the 3 so that you don't bump them and play something else? So obviously, I'm staying high on the 3. Oh, I'm going to use one of these balls to get a shot on the 15, because then the 15 will bump these out of the way. And I actually decide to do that now instead of shooting the 3. See that? By having this shot, the cue ball's going to go this way. I should have a shot on the 1, but I'm going to have 3 balls come loose. Oh, actually, no. I'm actually trying to get better on the 11 in the side, which I think I did. I have a little bit less angle, yeah. Now I looked at my angle. The cue ball is going to slide this way, but I'm preserving a shot on the 15. The 3 is going to run. The 6 is going to go this way. The 4 is going to go to the bottom rail after I shoot the 15. Okay. Now this is tricky because I'm kind of committing to the 9 as a key ball for this 2 break shot. So let's see how I work this. But I want a soft draw here, so I get a shot on one of those. I don't know which one, but it's going to be the 6 or the 4 or the 1 ball next. Do you see that slow backstroke? I like that speed because the 6... Oh, I remember what I do now. This is awesome. This is a very non-traditional end pattern, right? I don't have any connecting balls this time. And I don't like the shot on the 4 or the 1, so I'm shooting the 6. I'm going to put the cue ball right here. This is a different attitude. Now I'm looking at stunning the cue ball forward a little bit so that I have an angle on the 1, so I can get a low angle on the 4 and come around the break ball. But I decide not to. I'm stunning forward for the 4. I felt that was too finicky. Now I've got 2 options here. I can go this way and try to stay below the 1, so I just draw back, or I can go forward and up, or I can go up. So I'm playing position 1 rail just to land short of the 1 ball on the side. And I don't hit it well, so I'm not happy with my fundamentals there, but I'm not showing it. So this is terrible, but I'm going to make it work once again. I'm committing. So the cue ball is going to go straight up here, right? That's natural. Bunch of left spin, because once you hit this side rail, you're coming into the zone for your break shot. Good amount of left spin there. And I'm at the side pocket, which is great. So a perfect angle. once again, straight high ball. That's all I got to do. Cue ball should curve to the bottom rail, even though I might hit the 1. I'm not sure. No, it hit the 5, hit the top of the 5, and it started to go up table.
Went to the rails and came back.
Yeah. The cue ball hit the top of the 5, backed up, and then the top spin brought it forward. So there you go. There's your way to keep the cue ball from ending up on the top rail. And what I was commenting is that balls went this way and this way, and then they came back, and I have a massive cluster. I don't remember if this is the last rack or if I get one more. But this is getting a shot on the 9 ball to re-break. Yeah. So this is just a re-break. There's no position. What you've got to do on these shots, you've got to make sure you get a lot of top spin. If you stun it or hit below center, your chances of getting trapped are much worse. You've got to get top spin, get that cue ball moving. See how my cue ball kept going, kept going, kept going?
Nuts.
Uh-oh. I do not remember. Oh, I do remember what I do here. I do remember. Yeah. So this is going to happen in straight pool. You're going to have a tough shot. You have to take more time, and you have to be very positive. So 12 in the side while bridging over the pocket liner. That is not an easy shot. So notice I took more time visualizing. I'm making sure I get aligned, and I should take a bigger pause. And you commit and go through the ball. I'm not worried a lot about position. I've got 2 combinations or the 5 ball or the 3. So I wasn't worried a lot about combination. You don't want to slow roll that ball. You give it a positive stroke, even though you're cutting it thinly into the side pocket. Okay. I don't remember. I want to get over here where I can shoot the 14 past the 4. Because if I can get the cue ball down on the bottom rail, I can shoot the 13 and run into these balls. I don't have to do that. There's other things. I can get a shot on the 3 ball as well. 3 ball here and then disturb these balls. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going for. I could shoot the 8-10 combo as well. And I decided to do that. So this is a new me. I'm not trying to smash balls and get them wide open. I want to make the combination come up and get on that 11. Because now I can shoot the 11. Well, I came up too high. I could have shot the 11, run into these balls, maybe made a break ball, but insurance. And so that's what I'm doing now. I want to get a low angle on the 13 so I can run into those balls with insurance. So this is a smarter me. I'm trying to think more. Okay, I did not make a break ball. What? Oh, okay. I guess I can go to the 6 to the 14, so I like that. Oh, no, I was making a break ball. Good shot. I'm really thinking. I knew that would nudge the 3 up and the 8 is insurance. Now, I need to shoot the 14 next, and I've got to get the cue ball to come this way. So I don't want to hit the 3, and I don't want to scratch in the side. It's a narrow positional, there's risk there. But you visualize it, and you've got to say to yourself, I'm the pro, I'm going to get it just right.
Oh, boy.
And I didn't.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
I didn't get it right.
You didn't try hard enough.
See, did you hear what I said? I said I didn't try hard enough.
One on the side.
Had I taken more time on the shot, I could have gotten the cue ball where I wanted. I said at the beginning of this, how do the pros do it? They put in the work on each individual shot. Now I'm cutting the 1 thin, right English, so I get on that 14. I don't want to be straight, I want an angle. So now I can come out. This is not great, but I can come out 2 rails, get a shot on the 7, then I got to get a shot on the 4 to bounce out and come out here. This is definitely not textbook, not optimal at all. Now, I take some time thinking about this because I'm cutting the 7 ball to my left just a hair. And it initially occurred to me to draw the cue ball to the rail and out, just try and get past the 3 so I can bounce out. And I decided, no, a stop shot will give me an angle on the 4, and I can go like this. Now that is a terrible end pattern, but sometimes you're just not going to get a perfect stop shot end pattern, and you've got to say to yourself, I have the skills to do this, and I am going to do this. It's really touchy because you don't want to hit the 3 ball coming off the rail, and you want to get the speed right and the angle to come across for your break shot. I hit it a hair too hard, but I'm pretty happy with that result. This is all a change in attitude, being more positive, and deciding that I'm going to work harder on every shot. So I better walk around. Yeah, I'm going to walk around and I'm going to visualize this hard. Pick the point. Watch that 3 ball in your mind go into the heart of the pocket. I might miss this shot. I think I do miss this shot. Yeah, this is the end of the run. I miss this shot. So even though I'm putting in the work, I don't. It's a thin cut. It's a tough cut, and I undercut it. So
Just couldn't trust it to hit it thin enough.
yeah, I couldn't trust myself to hit it thin enough. But I'm happy with that because I know that I ran more than 50, and I know that I was putting in the work, and you can't tell, but I was being much more diligent with my fundamentals. Somebody speak up. What do you think of that? Somebody say something. Hopefully I'm still online and this has been going out over YouTube. Am I still connected? Whoa, where did that go? Stream health. Excellent. Yes. Nobody's saying anything. How come nobody's saying anything? It makes me wonder whether I'm even going out, whether anybody's hearing me. Microphone's working. Somebody say something. Somebody type something. Hey, and while you're at it, hit like on the video. There's 14 viewers, so I know somebody's watching. Nobody wants to say anything? There's got to be a problem with the stream. I can't figure out what it is, though. All right, anyway, that was my substitute for the Daily 50. I will go online tonight and do a regular Daily 50. But I wanted to try something different and just talk about a change in attitude. And we'll see if I can go forward with this attitude and play better. Because that's my goal. I'm trying to do something really hard. And that's my motto now. Put in more work and make sure I get my stance right. Nobody's saying anything. I don't understand why. Okay, I'm signing off. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay. William says no problems, just quiet. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Be sure to hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks. Bye now.